Hi there, and welcome to my Brain Health Cooking Kitchen. Today, I'm preparing a simple, fast, delicious, affordable, and neurotrophic recipe that is very high in sulforaphane. Sulforaphane is a compound that is found in cruciferous vegetables, and sulforaphane may be of interest to women who are 35 years of age and older, especially those women who carry the COMT gene SNP and those with estrogen dominance. Here are 4 facts that every woman should know. Estrogen dominance is usually not an issue of the ovaries creating too much estrogen. Rather, it's an issue of the estrogen being retained in the body. Therefore, it is possible to have low estrogen and be estrogen dominant. Estrogen can occur due to a buildup of our own endogenous estrogen. It builds up because it's not excreted. Estrogen dominance can occur from taking in exogenous estrogens that are outside of our bodies. And exogenous estrogens can be found in meat products from cows who have had hormones and dairy cows. Dairy cows are pregnant much more frequently than sheep and goats. So dairy products are the highest, then sheep and goats. And there are no exogenous estrogens in almond, coconut, oat, and other plant-based yogurts. Exogenous estrogens also can be found in toxins called xenoestrogens, and they're called xenoestrogens because they mimic estrogen in the body. For the body to excrete the unwanted estrogens, the liver, the gallbladder, and the gut must be performing optimally. And this is where sulforaphane comes to the rescue. At the end of this video's description, I have placed a list of foods that help the body remove estrogen correctly and efficiently. Removing estrogen is an incredible health benefit, but sulforaphane does so much more. One of the most important things that it does is reduce inflammation. We know today that inflammation is a driver in aging. It contributes to dementia and to depression and heart conditions and autoimmune conditions. Sulforaphane also helps to prevent cancer. Sulforaphane boosts liver detoxification. And this helps with removing estrogen, but it helps removing all of the toxins and things that need to be eliminated from our body. And one of the toxins that sulforaphane removes well is benzene. Benzene is found in car exhaust, cigarette smoking, and air pollution. And sulforaphane allows the liver to remove benzene 61% better. So if you're eating sulforaphane, it helps with all of these external toxins that are in our environment. And the list goes on. Sulforaphane increases glutathione, the #1 antioxidant in the brain and body. Sulforaphane has been shown to improve cardiovascular disease. And not only does it reduce inflammation, as I said a moment ago, it decreases LDL, the bad cholesterol. Sulforaphane improves autism. There have been a number of beautifully designed studies on children and young adults with autism, and they found that with sulforaphane, they were able to reduce autism symptoms and to improve behavior. Eating sulforaphane is like better than really expensive skin cream because it improves collagen from the inside out. And collagen leads to beautiful skin, hair, nails, and recovery from sun damage. There's still more. Sulforaphane relieves constipation, strengthens bones, protects against osteoporosis, and reduces the risk of obesity. When I went into the Institute of Functional Medicine Coaching Academy in 2018, I ate what I liked for pleasure. As a result, cruciferous vegetables were not part of my food plan. I rarely ate them. When I learned the incredible benefits, I wanted to change that, but I had several obstacles. I didn't like the smell of sulfur that's in the cruciferous vegetables. I didn't like the taste. And if that was enough, I also had to overcome bloating and gas. It would have been easy to give up, but if I gave up, I would be giving up all the health benefits I just listed. So I did what we say in functional medicine: start low and go slow. So I started with just a couple of bites in the evening meal. And over a period of 6 months, I increased that. And today, cruciferous vegetables are a daily part of my life. During my time in the Institute of Functional Medicine, I began the practice of looking for recipes that were not only taste good, but also give me the highest health benefits possible. In 2016, when I retired from my professional position, I was sure I had Alzheimer's. At that time, I lived with a great deal of fear. Today, I fight that fear back by taking action and doing everything that I can. This diet is a little bit on the far fringes of a healthy diet, but it keeps me functioning, and I'm willing to take all the extra small steps, because a lot of little steps equals a big advantage. I hope that you will consider investing in yourself, investing in your brain, in your future, and in your happiness. If you do not like cruciferous vegetables, I hope that you will give them a try. The benefits are worth that. You are worth that. Invest in yourself, and don't wait until you have cognitive decline. It's easier to prevent it than to reverse it. How much cruciferous vegetables should I eat? I can't answer that for you, because nutrition is very individual. A general recommendation is 1 cup of cruciferous vegetables a day. Terry Wahls in the Wahls Protocol, a radical way to treat all chronic autoimmune diseases using paleo principles, recommends 3 cups of cruciferous vegetables a day. Personally, I try for 6 to 9 cups of vegetables a day, and I include cruciferous vegetables in that total. This might sound really difficult to do, but it's not. 1 salad is 3 cups of vegetables. So if we do that twice a day, you already have 6. And so it is doable. You might be thinking, wouldn't it be easier to just take a supplement? Yes, it would, but you'd be missing out on cofactors. Those are molecules that enhance nutrition. Before you make any change to your food plan, it is also always wise to check with your doctor. This is especially important if you decide to take a sulforaphane supplement or a DIM supplement, because these can interact with drugs and limit their effectiveness. Sulforaphane's bioavailability can be influenced by a variety of factors. The kind of cruciferous vegetable that you're eating, they're not all equal. Broccoli is number 1. How old is the food? Has it been in the refrigerator? The fresher, the better. How much heat have you exposed it to? Even 3 or 4 minutes or zapping it in the microwave can reduce the bioavailability of sulforaphane in broccoli. Sulforaphane is activated when the cruciferous vegetables are chopped and chewed. Just taking your time to eat the cruciferous vegetables and chew is very important. The highest level of sulforaphane is found in raw vegetables. And so the recipe that I'm doing today is for raw broccoli. So if you must cook your broccoli, try steaming it for 3 to 4 minutes. You will lose the myrosinate in the broccoli, but you can add it back in by using mustard. Even though I am retired, I am still busy. And I look for recipes that are easy, quick, delicious, affordable, and neurotrophic. This recipe takes just 5 minutes, and it's loaded with sulforaphane and myrosinate. So let's get started. Now, a lot of recipes that even call themselves healthy start with mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is not a part of my food plan. And if you will take time to read the ingredients, you will see a lot of things that raise red flags, and they are red flags. So Greek yogurt is not a part of my food plan any longer. And I have substituted the 1/4 cup of a Greek yogurt with almond yogurt. Almond yogurt has a real nice thick consistency. It doesn't have that tang that the Greek yogurt has, but it's a good substitute. I use oat yogurt, and I also use coconut, and this is my preference, almond yogurt. And this is going to make 4 servings. 2 tablespoons Dijon mustard. I get organic, and that may not be necessary. 1/2 teaspoon mustard. This is dry mustard. And 2 tablespoons honey. 1/4 cup salt. Stir. I'm going to chop the florets, and I'm going to peel the stalks. So I have all of the broccoli here and a few stalks, and I'm going to sample it and see if there's anything I need to add. The best kind of honey is locally grown. It's believed to help with allergies. Stalk here and dip it in. It's quite tasty. The honey really makes it. After reading Dr. David Perlmutter's latest book, Drop Acid, The Surprising New Science of Uric Acid, the Key to Losing Weight, Controlling Blood Sugar, and Achieving Extraordinary Health, I finally softened my stance on honey. I have avoided honey for years because of its high sugar content. But research supports the idea that honey does not have the same effect on our microbiome as other sweeteners. And all this time I've been afraid of honey increasing my insulin sensitivity and my glucose, and it's a novel anti-diabetic agent. Honey also contains trace elements and minerals and vitamins, and I'm going to read the list of vitamins: B2, B3, B5, B6, and B12, and vitamins A, E, and C. So based on this information in this incredible new book, Drop Acid, I have softened my stance on honey. And so here is the honey mustard recipe. My second recipe is a broccoli slaw with honey mustard yogurt dressing. And this recipe is by Jenny Meyer. And I've used the recipe almost exactly as she wrote it, with just a few changes that personalize it for my health. broccoli nini stalks, and we're going to separate the tops from the stalks and the flowerets. Now, this she has as an optional step on her recipe. And for me, this step is not optional because we know that the broccoli flowerets contain more than twice as much broccoli than the stalks. The stalks still have some nutrition, but it's the flowerets that have it. And I'm going to break them up a little bit. Remember, cutting is important. Toss it in. And then I'm going to chop the stalks as well. I'm using the stalks because I paid for them and they have nutrition, and there's no need to throw nutrition away. And that's the work of Terry Walsh. She's very big, and don't throw nutrition away. The stalks have a lot of prebiotic fiber. I added a leaf in there. The leaves have very, very little. The stalks, the flowerets have twice as much as the stalk, and the stalk has twice as much as the leaves. So leaves have very, very little, but they're still nutritious. Now, you just add, this is purchased. I buy very few things in packages, but this was in the shelf, and I thought, why not? The sulfur smell that we don't like, the bugs don't like it either. And that's one of the reasons that broccoli does not need to be purchased organic. The bugs don't like it, and so it's not necessary to spray the plant to have beautiful plants for purchase. And when the beautiful apples that we see, they get sprayed a lot. That's why they're number 5 on the Dirty Dozen. But broccoli is on the Clean 15. I'm just going to cut the package and add the swap. Toss it a little bit there. Okay. The recipe calls for 1/4 cup red onion. When we see this color, we know we're looking at nutrition. This color is anthocyanin, and it has been scientifically proven to improve cognition. So here is to red onions. This recipe also calls for yogurt. I'm not going to, preferably Greek yogurt, and I'm not going to use Greek yogurt. For this recipe, I'm going to use a coconut yogurt. And the recipe calls for 1/2 cup. Go. And I just goofed. I was supposed to have mixed that first, but it will all work out. It will all work out. Dry ingredients and then mix the wet ingredients and then add it. Okay, so I'm going to mix the wet ingredients for the salad dressing. And we start off with 1/4 cup olive oil. And olive oil is something that when we're eating it cold, we can be generous. It's, if I've read the Barcelona study, and they reverse cognitive decline, and the participants in the study got 1 liter of olive oil a week, and they were on the Mediterranean diet as well. We have 1/4 olive oil, 2 tablespoons plus 1 teaspoon Dijon mustard. Next ingredient is 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon honey. 2 tablespoons plus 1 teaspoon apple cider vinegar. 1/4 teaspoon salt. Stir this. Pour it in. Now I'm going to toss it. I'm going to have to work that. It's surprisingly sweet with only 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of honey. I'm going to bring this up and let you see. And that's all there is to both recipes. They're quick, easy, delicious, affordable, and neurotrophic. I appreciate your comments, suggestions, questions, shares, and subscriptions. So bon appetit for a brighter brain until the next time.